Welcome to this week's Videocast. We are at Richfield Ice Arena. I got my sweet new duds on today. No hat today, just the Magicians practice jersey. We're with head coach Scott Meyer, and we're going to talk a little Magicians hockey today. Scott, let me know how it's going so far this season.
Well, things have been great so far. Guys got in here last week. We've been practicing for about a week. Had a couple exhibition games last weekend, and the guys are starting to feel each other out, get to know one another, and we're just starting to implement systems and line combinations and everything along those lines. So it's been good. A lot of guys coming in that they're prepared and ready to go, and looking forward to the games this weekend and then moving into the showcase here next week.
We were out Friday night, and I got a chance to see a couple really nice players, a lot of nice plays. Tell me about some of the players that stood out to you.
Yeah, it's early, but the guys that came in, Alex Konov scored our first goal of any kind, and for the Magicians. So he's a guy that's been really good for us, and just really getting adjusted to being in North America. So we're excited about him, and thought Travis Kepke played well. Thought a lot of our D played very well. Nice was very good in goal, through his half of the game, and a lot of guys, really adjusting to the play in the league. And it was a tougher game than I think a lot of guys expected. So it was a good adjustment. Thought Colin Hernan was very good over the weekend, and a lot of those guys are just getting their feet wet in junior hockey, and it's a nice opportunity for them to get rolling. And for us, we only had 3 practices and didn't have time to work on much, but it was good to kind of see what guys were like in the games, and so they can get a feel for what's ahead of them this season.
Yeah, I thought Hernan brought a lot of energy. I was sitting with the overtheboards.net guys, this Division I scouting service, and they really like carving. And tell me a little bit about him.
Yeah, E2, I know him from from Cedar Rapids when I was working with them last year. He started with Cedar Rapids, was in Sioux City, and it ended up in Brookings. He's a skilled guy, a veteran player, played a lot of hockey. He's a real steady and smart player, and a guy that we're going to lean on a lot this year. Not having a lot of veterans that have played in the league. He's played all over, all over the world, and now in North America in the USHL and the North American League. So he's a guy that we can really lean on. He's a great player, and he was good as well. And I'm looking forward to seeing him this coming weekend.
Great. All right, you mentioned earlier the NHL showcase that's going up next weekend. Tell me about what you guys face up there and your outlook for that series of 4 games.
Yeah, we have 4 games up there. We open up against Wichita and play 3 other teams. Up at the showcase. I think we go to Odessa, Michigan, and then Wenatchee. It's something where it's a huge event, more hockey than you can handle. Whether it's U16, U18, our league. I think the elite leagues up there as well. Yep, and then high performance leagues up there with some teams. So there's a lot of hockey, and we're excited to get rolling there. Olympic ice sheets at the Blaine Ice Center, or at the National Sports Center. So a little different for us in comparison to Richfield, but we're excited. Our guys are excited, to be able to get seen and be in front of all the scouts that'll hopefully recruit them here moving forward. So it's a great event. Looking forward to getting going next Wednesday.
There were a lot of kids out at Bloomington Ice Garden that we saw. There's like 50, 60, 70, 80 kids running around. Tell me about the attraction for the kids to come out and watch hockey.
Well, I think when they come here to Richfield, it's going to be a little different. We're going to have, a great opening act. With the Magician name, we can play off it a little bit. There'll be a live magician at every game. Our mascot, we're going to have to get him a bodyguard because I think a lot of the little guys were getting after him and having fun with him. So it's a little different experience than any other game. We're trying to do some things that are unique as far as in-game and intermission activities. Make it more of a minor pro sports feel. And so for the kids, I think they had a blast, and it was it was at the Ice Garden. It was our first run at it, and once we get here with the new sound system, new lights, and everything else, it's going to be a great atmosphere. And a lot of those renovations are being completed here in the next 2 or 3 weeks, and so we're trying to get them all done in time. And when the finished product is out there, it's going to be a fun place to take the family.
Well, let's get right to the immediate. Tell me about your game this weekend. I believe we play. Totally drew a blank. Cloquet. Oh, at Cloquet, then back here against Austin, right?
Yep.
When do we play against Austin, and what are your outlooks for that?
Yeah, Saturday night, 7 o'clock, we're here against Austin. Be the first game of any kind here with the Magicians. So we're, like I said, we're piecing together some of those other components. Not everything will be in place yet, but for us, it's an opportunity to skate on our own ice. Go through the game operations. Do a trial run. We're selling tickets online for those games, and you can buy them at the door. so it's just a really good opportunity for for fans and players alike, high school players, to see what the league's all about, and the level of play, and we're we're excited to go through it, and they're working here every day on something new, and it'll be a lot different looking once we get into late September, early October, as far as what we've just begun here in Richfield. So.
Yeah, I'm excited just to see the transformation of Richfield Ice Arena since the last time I was here 2 weeks ago. It's amazing, and it's going to be an exciting brand of hockey. I'll be out here Saturday night to check them out. You guys should come out and check them out as well. That's it for this week's videocast. Thanks to Scott for joining us. We're really looking forward to have an exciting product on the ice here soon. Take care.